Hey guys, it's Dr. Jess at So most of us have no idea how disconnected we've become from our breath. We live in a world that runs on tension. Our shoulders are up and tight, our jaw is clenched, bellies are sucked in, and over time, that changes how we breathe. So instead of using the diaphragm, we end up starting to high breathe shallow into the chest. And that pattern doesn't just affect our lungs, it affects our entire core system, including your pelvic floor. If you have a second, go ahead, lie down on a table or on your bed or a yoga mat with your knees bent. Let's break it down together. Place one hand on your lower ribs, the other on your belly, and just notice how you're breathing right now. Do your hands move, or are your shoulders doing all the work? Your diaphragm is this beautiful dome-shaped muscle that sits right under your rib cage. And when you inhale through your nose, it should flatten and move down, creating space for your lungs to expand. And when that happens, your belly, ribs, and even your back body should expand too. As the diaphragm descends, your pelvic floor, that sling of muscles at the base of your pelvis, responds. It naturally softens, right, and it lengthens down like a gentle hammock. Now, if you exhale, go ahead, exhale through your mouth, slow and controlled. Feel your ribs draw in, your belly will gently melt down, and your pelvic floor will lift and recoil. And that's how the diaphragm and pelvic floor are meant to move, in sync like a wave, right? When I inhale, the ribs widen, the belly rises, and the pelvic floor softens. And when we exhale, the ribs glide inward, the belly down, back, and the pelvic floor tilts. But when we live in chronic stress or posture that's rigid, the chest is lifted, abs are held tight, the diaphragm loses its range of motion. So when we start breathing up into the neck and shoulders instead of down into the ribs and belly, that's called shallow or apical breathing. And here's the key: when the diaphragm stops moving well, the pelvic floor has to compensate, and it will. But it becomes overactive, becomes tight, clenched, and fatigued because it's not getting that natural lengthening and release with every breath. Over time, that can show up as pelvic tension, leakage, pain, constipation, even feelings of anxiety and urgency. And because the breath and pelvic floor are so deeply connected through your nervous system and pressure system, we often end up in a chronic state of tension. So when we restore diaphragmatic breathing, that helps restore that relationship. We reintroduce softness, mobility, pliability, balance, the entire core from ribcage to your pelvic floor. It's much more than just breathing. It's the foundation of your stability, your digestion, your pelvic health, your nervous system regulation. So take a moment today to lie down if you can. Place your hands on your belly and your ribs and just inhale air and feel it moving in and out. It's a conversation between your diaphragm, core, and your pelvic floor. And when you breathe well, everything below learns to let go.